All right. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome. Lining up. Ooh, some new names, some of the regulars. Good. Take your places. Ooh, very cool.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Good to see you on the call.
Sure, lots of people anticipating these monthly AMAs of ours.
We got quite a few people here from Slovenia. Slovenia is in the market, so that's good. Good to see you. You know who you are.
I see them. Cool. And representing, we've got South Africans, we've got Canadians.
Lots of South Africans and Canadians, yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Who else? We got Frenchies.
We do.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gents, welcome to yet another of, and getting towards the end of the year, but another of our AMAs. Yes, Christmas is around the corner. Soon you can be hearing jingle bells and everything in the stores. You know how it usually goes.
Yeah.
But
already.
That's it. I mean, Wendy, you were just mentioning we got Thanksgiving coming up before that, and there are a whole bunch of other things. And as we see, there's a shift and change in the seasons. It's not officially yet spring or autumn. We've got to wait for what's another 2 weeks or so, thereabouts. But welcome to it. And in this session today, we're going to be updating you on a few of the usuals with a couple of little hints and suggestions of things to come. The team is always working hard in the background, developing new things for us and for you and for BTAF token. So we're a Bing utility token. We're looking to utilize it in a whole bunch of different ways, and hopefully you do as well. There'll be a couple of reminders around the utilization of your BTAF tokens in the session today. But first up, Morris is going to chat to us briefly about the market, especially BNB. Obviously, our BTAF token is built on the Binance Smart Chain. And then Nico is going to be giving us some interesting NFT news and updates and a little bit of hits. And then I'll be wrapping up with a couple of very important reminders and an announcement. So, team, let's kick it off. Marius, you're first up on the podium.
Fantastic. The graphics are awesome.
Hold on just a minute. Hold on.
Let me just quickly stop there. Fantastic. These graphics are awesome. They look really great. Beautiful. Let me just quickly share there. And okay, cool. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a look at BNB. Why are we looking at BNB? The simple reason is that BNB literally front runs the market. Okay. If you want to know what the entire market is going to do, you need to have a look at BNB. Now, our team way back 2 years ago, we said, where are we going to build the BTAF token? We can build it on Ethereum. We can build it on Sol, BNB. There's a legio of options. Eventually, after our SWOT analysis, we do a full analysis, risk management, we came to the point BNB. And many people criticized us at that time and said, listen, there are better options. We said, no way, there's not. And remember the trouble we went through after we launched? CZ went to jail. He got fined billions of dollars. Okay. Everything now, look at what's happening now. Everybody now wants to go and build on the BNB network. I told you, we are ahead of the pack. Now, since the BTAF token is built on the BNB network, what's going to happen is that we will follow that pattern of BNB. Now, if you look at where the BNB price is at the moment, you look at about $500. Okay. Now, keep in mind that the rest of the market is literally sitting about here. There's a number of coins that are sitting there, and I can mention them. There's so many of them. I'm going to mention a few of them. Bitcoin is sitting right there. Ethereum is sitting a little bit lower. Sol is sitting right there. The BTAF token is sitting right there with Bitcoin TAF. Bitcoin TAF with Bitcoin is sitting right there on the top. Sol is sitting here. Sol, SOL. We are looking at, I'm just want to think about a few. INJ, for example, is sitting there. There's a bunch of coins that are sitting there. Now, this is soon going to break this previous high. Remember, it's already done it. It's done it there. It's done this retrace now. What's going to happen is it's going to break it for the third time. 1, 2, 3. It's going to break it now. Third time lucky after the third time. We believe that long term, this is going to go to 4,000, 7,000 and higher. you're going to find that in 4 or 5 years from now, that BNB will be at the price target of about 25,000. If you want to do yourself a favor and you own the BTAF token or BNB, hold it long term, especially BNB. Look what's going to happen. BNB will run from 500 to 25,000. Go and work it out, what that percentage gain is. Now, here's the key. And I want to say this to you, that when I now go and show you what's happening in the BTAF token, remember this now, there's a caveat. I'm not enticing you to buy because of the price. I just want to show you, according to Elliott Wave and according to what's happening here in BNB, what's going to happen with the BTAF token. We're not enticing, we're not showing you the price, but you know, there's no other option to show you. I need to show you something. Okay. Now let's go and have a look now quickly here at BNB. And then I'm going to show you the BTAF token. We launched here. See this line here. Whenever you see the AMI, you're going to see that line there, and that's the line where we launched. October 2022. Almost about 2 years ago. What happened is the BTAF token and BNB started rising up in price. When we launched the BTAF token right up there, the BTAF token made 1,000%. I'm going to show you that shortly. Then we went through this little segment here, rising wedge, pullback, A, B, C, bottom. We recommended, well, that's a great entry if you want to buy. We didn't tell you to buy, but you thought it yourself. What then happened is, if you look at BNB, BNB went up right to that point there. If you go and work at what BNB has made from the bottom there to there, 258%. Yes, that's a lot of percentage, huh? Okay. Now we're going to look at now where BTAF token also was at the bottom, right there, and where BTAF token hit that top. Okay. Now let's go to the BTAF token. If you, okay, first of all, many of you are using these indicators. Make sure you do the detonator and the horal fire. The horal fire has given us a black pivot. Very, very powerful. Okay. When that pivot comes in here on the daily, the second one, 1, 2, 3, it will confirm. Boom, boom, boom. Bottom reversal. There we go. I'm going to turn this off just for the time being. And then we're going to look at what did the BTAF token do. Remember, I told you that the BTAF token did 1,000%. Right at this point here, when we launched, at that bottom there, it went up 1,000%. Then we, similar to BNB, started going down. Let me just turn the aural fire off there, and we can see a little bit more clear. Then we started turning around here, right at the bottom, and we hit that top there. Now, while BNB did 285%, go and have a look and see what did the BTAF token do. 1,285% or 58. We can just go back and see what it was. This was 258%, actually 258%. Okay. Now remember this. Now we're not enticing you to buy. I'm just showing you the like for like what is happening in the BTAF token. It's the power of a utility DeFi token because you can use it for payment systems globally. It's not a security token. Okay. Now, if BNB is going to rise, the BTAF token is going to rise again. I'm just going to leave my comment there. Let's go back to BNB on the long-term cycle. BNB today is $500. It's going to go much higher. So I'm going to leave my comment there. Over to you, John. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the fantastic. Just remember, ladies and gents, we don't talk about price prediction and such, but what we do look at is the utilization of BTAF token. And as the demand for that grows, as you know, so will the value in that as well. And BTAF token is constantly looking at new ways to be utilized. And this is what our AMA is about, and is what BTAF token as a whole is about. So keep your eyes peeled. There's always going to be utilization. There's some big projects in the pipeline at the moment. We can't divulge too much, but what we can divulge is a little bit more information on the NFT space. And Nico has his own little hint of things to come there as well, Nico.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marius.
Let me just unmute myself. Thanks so much, John. Appreciate it. Let's just share my screen here and we get right into it. So I thought, first of all, getting back to the Cyber Bulldogs, and we've been following this for months now, and these pups are still, a couple of them is ready for adoption. They're really limited, and people are really showing keen interest. I thought it well to today look a little bit or play a little game of, just do that. Play a little game of Did You Know? And some interesting facts about NFTs with regards to the NFT space, of which obviously the Cyber Bulldogs are part of, but also the NFTs as a whole. So first off, the total market cap currently for NFTs are at 60 or more than $60 billion. NFTs are not dead. It's not dead. I don't know, everyone wants to tell you that, but it's not dead. And me and Corey is currently a lot in the DeFi space and doing all these investigations into all of these factors. It's still, I mean, it's over 60 billion and it's still going up. And it's got newfound popularity of everything that's going on with all the announcements in the NFT space that we've seen. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. So NFTs will prosper, and it's like art. Remember, NFTs can be anything, but in the space of art and music, that will never die. Art will never die. It's been coming through the ages and it's here to stay. So I'm full of confidence with that. So NFTs are also utilized in diverse fields such as virtual real estate, gaming, and music for exclusive content experiences. Now, looking at virtual real estate, that's very interesting because I think in future we're going to get to a point where really NFTs will be turned to real estate documents or those type of contracts that you can also have a house as an NFT. And those spaces are coming. Those type of things are coming in the future. So really, really exciting what's coming. Then also NFTs can be fractionally owned. I don't know if anyone knew this, but yes, if there's say 2-3 people that's really like the NFT and they can collaborate on it, they can own it fractionally as well. So you can own say 30% of it, 35%. Or 25%, or 4 people can own a NFT. That's also possible. The other interesting fact is NFTs can include smart contracts that enable complex behaviors like automatic royalty payments to artists on resale. And that is why NFTs is really looking after the artistic community as well. Musicians, not just artists, musicians, anything that can be placed or digitally placed on a blockchain. There is the type of royalty payment that can happen. And I mean, anyone that's been a musician or you hear the term struggling artist a lot. So all that NFTs is helping and aiding that type of process where this can be included in a smart contract that artists will always have also a royalty on each NFT, which is great. And that will keep artists creating and ongoing creating and keeping them creating, and with that, which it should be. Some NFTs are linked to physical assets, acting as digital certificates for authenticity for items like artworks and luxury goods. So you'll always know the piece of art that you have, or say a jewelry piece, or even or a music piece. You will know always that that is the asset you have. You've got the proof of it on a blockchain. It's not like a piece of paper that you can lose over a couple of years. It's not, say, a certificate of authenticity and get lost down the family lines. You'll always have this written in the blockchain that you own it. So that makes it also great. And now back to the Cyber Bulldogs. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but each Cyber Bulldog NFT dynamically evolves its visual appearance based on real-time blockchain activity. So seeing the Bulldogs, seeing the Cyber Bulldogs, it represents something that's happening in real time in the blockchain, and it making it a living, interactive piece of digital art directly linked to fluctuations of digital economy. So think of it almost like our Cyber Bulldogs also has like a crazy algorithm running all the time throughout the art. So that's a very, very interesting fact that we have. Now, John did allude a little bit of we are exploring different projects and ongoing exploring different projects in all the spaces around the world. And we are really busy now with some new creations of the NFT space. I cannot say a lot right now, but I want to say we are busy in the background and some great things are happening, and a lot of other projects that we are busy with. So it is coming and we will definitely announce that. And also, remember, we know in September, it is Spring Day. Or it's a spring month, but December's around the corner. This year has flown. So Oh, adopting a little NFT, or maybe give it as a present. Remember, you can also give someone an NFT. Once you purchase it, you can give it as a gift. So that's a great idea, to have a digital piece of art that will live with you, or have, it's a great present idea. I just want to put it out there for all the people that's in a Christmas spirit. So yeah, that's all from me, John. Over to you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I see the Cyber Bulldogs are a little surprised at being like, hey, what? We're giving
Those
away.
eyes on that one, they're cute. I'm like, surprise. It's cute.
But can you
Marius
imagine?
is gonna buy that one. I can tell he
For
wants
sure.
to buy that one.
Can you imagine people opening up their Christmas presents and receiving NFTs like that? That'd be truly amazing. So keep that in mind. There are a couple of important days still coming up ahead for the rest of the year. Obviously, we'll keep you appraised of those. There is one specific day, or 2 days actually, in and around Thanksgiving that we'll be talking more about a little later as well within Bitcoin Trend and Forecast and BTAF token. So keep that in mind. Now, speaking of upcoming days, for those of you who are IPO members, reminder, you do have your monthly call with Marius, Nico, Wendy, and the team, and that is your special IPO members call. So please keep that in mind. That is this month, September the 18th. We will confirm that, and we'll send more details in your IPO members channel regarding that call. Obviously, registration, you have to register timelessly for that. It is one of the great benefits of being an IPO member, so keep that in mind. Speaking about IPO members, well, there have been a whole bunch of coin quests and some really great initiatives being dropped in there. We hope that you, ladies and gents, are making use of that research that's being done and the opportunities. Again, it's not financial advice. You still have to do some of your own research, but have a look at those great offerings in the IPO members channel. And again, it's not too late to become an IPO member, to have the benefit of that monthly call, plus some of the other benefits. And that's a nice little segue into the next section. Vicky's asked me to remind everybody that there are still 2 staking contracts available. There is one for everybody to make use of, and that is a 20% APR over 6 months. And then the IPO members get a little bit of benefits, and that is that 25% APR over 6 months as well. Keep in mind, keep check, put an alarm in your calendar. If you've staked your tokens and you know that in 6 months' time, or if there's 3 months or whatever it is, make sure that you do not unstake prior to that. And then before I get into the last announcement, if there are any questions, ladies and gents, this is an Ask Us Anything. Please do ask us, make use of the Q&A section down below if there is anything that you'd like to find out more about. And then on that note, we will be dropping the next BTAF token community game into the channel sometime next week. Now, I thought you had a question, but Vicky's getting excited because she smashed everybody out of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wendy's just a little jealous. It's okay.
Totally. Totally.
And speaking of jealousy, the fact is that over these next few games, there is a leaderboard. It's not just getting BTAF tokens as prizes for participating in the games. Some people said the game was a bit tough. Vicky didn't know what people were talking about. But bear in mind that just for participating, there is a leaderboard. And now the reason there's a leaderboard is that the more often that you participate in these games, even if you play them, you get points. And the fact is that the top 4 players at the end of this year will be eligible to win one of those 4 great prizes. And again, a thank you to Marius and the Long-Term Trade Report team. First prize, second and third prize are all subscriptions of varying time periods for the Long-Term Trade Reports, which, you know, is where the market's analysis and everything happens. Those Long-Term Trade Reports are gold. Not just in terms of where the market's going, but where some of the long-term hold coins are as well. And then the 4th prize as well, a 30-day HODL Fire access as well. The HODL Fire, which we have been speaking about, we've been using on the various timeframes, on the various calls, talking about those pivot tops and pivot bottoms. Marius has mentioned them now as well. It is really great. And just a slight segue, sorry, everybody, I'm going to punt this, but obviously for the HODL Fire members and those subscribed, there is a bi-monthly call. So bear in mind, there are some great prizes. It's just about having a bit of fun. All right. So I'd like to see Marius and Wendy and Nico and Vicky. Well, Vicky's obviously play in the next game. We're gonna be doing some research, and by research, we're playing a whole bunch of different games and seeing what works. But it all comes down to participation. grabbing some great BTAF tokens, which you can either stake, you can utilize for BTAF Pay. There are a whole bunch of really great options there available as well. All right, I'm going to look quick and see if there are any questions. No,
Marius, did you have your hand up, or were you just petting the bunny?
No, just petting the bunny.
Okay, well, we'll get Marius to play the game next time. We're going to see if he can do any better than me. I'm sure he can, but yeah, up against the challenge.
You keep beating me.
No, I'm not any good, but I try. Go ahead, John.
No, that's all good. All right, so ladies and gents, it doesn't seem like there are any further or any questions at all. I think, again, the AMA is quite comprehensive, the weekly bulletin, keeping you abreast of everything that's happening every single week as well. So keep your eyes peeled, those in the IPO members channel, for the IPO call later this month, for the game as well. And if you have any questions, please do drop us a support ticket at any point. This is what these AMAs are for. If you have any questions around anything and any of the developments, any factors within BTAF token, do shout on these calls. Our next call will be on the October the 3rd, I think it is. Let me double check my calendar. Yes, October the 3rd, the first Thursday of every month. Put in your calendars, set an alarm, make sure that you're ready for it. And then we'll catch you all on that call. If not, drop us that support ticket and look out for the game next week. Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Happy season change. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks so
Have a
much.
fantastic week. See you soon. Ciao. Bye.